Creating animations in 3ds Max is very simple. We can either use the auto key mode or the set key mode that mimics the animation style in Maya by default. Auto key is what you use the most. With auto key on, the screen turns red. We can simply scrub along to a frame that we want to work with, animate any type of parameter, and it will now have animation keys on it. That key can then be changed as far as its time's concerned, or we could delete the key by simply selecting it and pressing delete. If we open the mini curve editor, we can get to all of the animation curves for those objects and those tracks. By default, whenever you select an object, it'll automatically select the tracks that have animation on and then show you the curves for them. You can then use any of the tools in the curve editor to manipulate those and to be able to time your animation the way you choose. Time slider can be configured by right-clicking on it and choosing filters to be able to filter out the types of tracks that you want to work with, such as the current transform, so that you're not seeing all of the positions when all you want to do is work with rotations. We can also configure it to show other types of tracks, like a soundtrack if you're doing lip syncing on a character, for instance. Animations in Max are held in controllers. If we select an object, it'll see that they're selected now. And if we double click on one of those controllers, it'll open up the properties for it. There are many different types of controllers, depending on the type of track that you choose. We can simply select one, right click, assign controller, and it'll give us all the options to be able to drive it. Some of those will be dynamics, things like springs, as well as other ones might give us the ability to type in expressions or even script controllers that allow us to type in Max script to be able to control the values that are being input. We can also manage controllers directly from the spinners and sliders that are in the UI. In this case, let's take the radius, right click on it, copy controller, go over to the height of the box, paste instance, and you'll now see that they control each other. If we turn on animate with N again, slide along to a frame, change one of the values, you'll see that the keys have been set, and they're set on both objects because it's an instance controller. They are one and the same, so both have the same keys. We could also go in and put in mathematics in there. If we were to take the segments, for instance, copy that controller, move over to the length, and paste a wire, the wire parameter allows us to be able to have one controller control another with a mathematical statement. These statements just look like Max script. So we could connect that with the multiplication of 2, for instance, and say connect, and now the segments are going to control the width of the box in this case. Now you can also get to the controllers in the motion panel. This also gives you a listing of all the controllers that are currently being used. So if we were to select one of these, you can see that the length is being controlled by a float wire. Double clicking on it again will open up the properties for it and allow us to be able to manipulate the expression that's being used. Controllers are incredibly powerful and can even be layered and have many different types of controllers controlling one track.